Okay, so everybody, this is GOL from Productions², and we are back to do some work on the Legend of Emilar. So, last time we did a little bit of work on some NPCs and developed a couple new quests. Today what we'll be doing is we're going to be doing more of the same. Mainly we're going to be fleshing out some of the optional quests between the different major story events, and also working on the latter half of the prologue, where we're dealing with stuff with Morlevo and the whole thing he sends you off on that leads you onto the main story quest. Because we need to figure out a better way to transition from what happens up to that point, and then into the actual quest line for the game. What I have now is not gonna work anymore. It's very strange, very weird, and doesn't fit the pacing, since the story has changed so much from what I originally was going to do with it. Originally it was going to be more of like, you're just this kid in this town, you do this thing for this guy, this old guy that, you know, helping the elderly do stuff. And this guy, Marlo, asks you to go find this thing he's lost, and you go find it, and he comes back, he gives you this thing, and says, go take it in and pour it over this rock and see what happens, essentially. And you do it, and then you get, you know, enrolled, if you will, or ensnared in this huge thing that then unravels into craziness. The story is now much more grounded than it was going to be originally, so that needs to change to reflect it. So I guess what we'll start with will be some of the additional quests, which I think we set up in scene 2, I believe. I believe it's scene 2. Let's see. Interesting. I'll need to. Right, I was also going to change how some of this was set up so it was a little bit more realistic. We can work on that later, though. So this guy. No, it wasn't here. Oh, no, it was scene 1. Right. You. Okay, so this is day 2 of week. Okay, so the day after you come back from the actual the attack happens in week 2, though. That's right. Okay, getting the 2 mixed up. So yeah, the second day, that's when this guy is available, and then won't happen every day. It'll be some days. So the second day, maybe also on like the 6th day, you might have the ability to do quests. Otherwise, it's going to be like a kind of like a montage of you, seeing you traveling to the thing, sitting in a class, then coming back, and then go the next day, do the same thing. Maybe some things in between, like showing Felto out, training somewhere in the field or whatever, like what he is when you first see him at the beginning of the game. And then occasionally you'll have these times when you'll be able to actually do stuff and control the character, and if you want to, you don't have to do this stuff. You just go, you could leave Clary at this point, and then go up to the, leave west, and then go up to the Fort Goslin, and then that would trigger the montage bit after that. Or you can do the quest, then do that. It's all up to the player. So, got the 2 quests. These are both hunting quests for ghosts and for bats. What I want to do, though, is also then on this guy over here. Actually, no. Let's not do it only on the guards. Let's add some to some of the other NPCs as well. I should probably... We need like a gate here so you can go into here, because I want to do some stuff with this. Only problem is then with the horses coming out to here. Are these such a random movement? They are. So I need to find if there's a plugin, or if I have a plugin that can allow you to set like a region that NPCs cannot go across. Again, that'll probably be Yanfly. For now, though, I want to go to this and this, and I'm just going to take out 2 sections of the fence. And I'm going to move Polonesh probably over to here, normally. Now, so that's a little ways in the future. So I think we'll add a new page. Not there, at the end. We'll call this day 2. We use that same flag we used with the other one. Here, we're this one. We'll make him invisible for this, and yeah, below characters, that's fine. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to take one of these guys, give them a new page. I have to go find the... Where would that be at? Nature? Ah, there's nature. It doesn't matter which one. I'll put it this way, I guess. It'll be fixed. Low, it's not going to have anything on it. But we're going to have it be turned on during this. Now I'm going to copy Polonesh here, put them up here. So let's get rid of all these pages. Delete, 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 delete. So he'll be underneath actor, no, Claria 1, I think. No, Claria 2. Okay. Fixed as well, same as an action, and then text. Polonesh. I think that's how I spell it. I have to give it a name. It has to have a name. People name their horses, usually. Or at least Polonesh is going to be the kind of person that would. So this horse will say, oh... I have no clue if this is how it's actually treated, but it's how it's going to be treated in horses. I think it is. I think they actually have like casts and splints and things. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they just send them to the glue factory. Who knows? Let's grab this. Just going to go to the next window. Oops. Typical kind of side quest writing. I'll make it make a little more sense later on. And it won't be like an optional thing. If you, well, yeah, it should be. Actually, yes, it should be. Optional meaning if you talk to him, you have a choice to take it or not. I was gonna say he just gives it to you and you get it and you have to do it, or you can do it if you want to. I think it'll be an optional choice. Sure. I can't right now. Okay. This. So if we do it, let me see. Sometimes I do fanfares when you get stuff. Fanfare 1. I guess it'll be a good stand. I need some other noise to put in there. Maybe an SE and not an ME. Let's see. I think ME stand for music event. Maybe an SE would be better. Some sort of small short thing. That seems like way too long just for what happens. Oh, it's on the last page, right? No, it's not on the last page. Second. Ah, there we go. Play SE. Okay. Cow. We're gonna make it Shenmue, and have Shenmue 3, and have the horses whinnying in the background. We're talking to Polonish. Like they do with the cows in Shenmue 3. I need something. It actually has a horse noise. There's gotta be something. What the hell, neon? Interesting. Interesting. Power up. No, it's more of like a actual like skill sound effect. Summon, what the hell? Huh. Haven't actually gone through these before. There's gotta be something somewhere like in the eyes for like an item or something. Ah, here we go, yeah, item. My NAS is making all kinds of noise right now. You got an item. Could AOL it. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's actually make it item 1. If we get an item. For a quest, we will do the fanfare still. But for it's like this. I'm gonna move this. Actually, wait. This comes to here. This goes to here. Take this out. Take this out. Oh, I just moved it. Whoops, wrong one. Not the ME, not the SE. The SE we need to change to a to gold. I may want to put it before you actually get it to. Oh no, coin. Okay. So that one's fine. Now, so I would think that after this, I put it before this. coin. We'll see how it sounds. So coin there. Then we'll add in another window. Quick here. Also hands you a dusty old bottle. I spelled liquor wrong big time. Should be like an OU. We can close this. I'm not even using that anymore. Get down here real quick. I still spelled it wrong. Damn. I like QU. Oh, there's no E. And I had the O and U backwards. Okay. Then this one will be the item SE. Item 1. Okay. So I'm going to take that off, and then let's go to get the quest to the fanfare. So for this one, need to do the same thing. Need to, not that, but a show text. Transparent bottom. Polinish. Change gold, increase by 600. Play the SE. Wrong page. There you are. Coin. And then another one of those. Gotten a quest. And then we're going to do the SE, or the ME this time, Fanfare 1. Now we need to create this quest. Quest title. That's right. Spell it right to then typo it 2 times, of course. It's going to be a side quest. Difficulty. I don't even need to say. How do I do the levels? LV capitals with a apostrophe or a colon, or let's see. Oh, just the really. Okay. No level, just the number of the level. NPC name, Polinish. Player. Description. Polinish has quested that I grab, or that I go get a or something like that. I'll work on cleaning these up later on. Objective list. I'll make this kind of really specific in terms of like the steps to the Polonish. I mean, it should be obvious you got to return to him and take it to him, but still. Variable objective, visible objective is one, that's fine. Reward list. Now, what would the reward be? I don't think there will be a reward. I'll just, well, should there be a reward? And if so, what should it be? It shouldn't be that much. I mean, it's not that like hard of a quest. Like maybe some gold, maybe. Oh hell, I've been doing it backwards. I'm just saying, I see the name down here in the corner, Polenish. I've been doing I instead of E, and E instead of I. Yeah, maybe 200 gold. Polonish. Okay. So now, need to, yeah, it was right there. Shit. Of course. It's kind of overkill, but could just swap the letters. Yeah, do that. Polonish, there we go. Okay. So now need to grab the. Just gonna grab all these. Don't need them all just yet. Except I grabbed the wrong ones. Actually, I will need these for the next page. I need instead is this. Quest add. That's quest 10, I believe. Alright, so that switch, and then we'll say SQ3, except I'm not typing anywhere. Okay. I really don't need that one. If this is turned on, then that means we're already in this, so we don't have to have both of them as being set. The other thing I need to do is make sure I turn those off. Like when turn complete on, turn the start one off, so we don't have any weird issues where this still comes up sometimes. That would make like another page that says if it's completes on, ignore the other stuff too. Well, but then we'd fall into this, wouldn't we? So I actually have to have a complete page, don't I? Okay. So this can go away. Now, I need to go to item, and I need to create a quest item. So name, horse splint. What would the icon be for this though? Maybe something that's like signifies like medical. Gotta be something else like a bandage or it's like a shot. Don't need that. Yeah, we'll use a bone saw to signify the splint. I guess we could use this. There's something up here now. It's all status effect stuff. Weapons, armor. I'm guessing like spells or something. Okay then, yeah, we'll just use this. Hi, Ryan Wileyville. I'm doing pretty good. You? It's gonna be an RPG. See if I can formulate a synopsis to the story that will make sense. This is not completely done yet. Basically, it's gonna be kind of like a. If you ever played any of the like Bravely Default or any of the earlier Final Fantasies that deal with like crystals and things like that, being somehow related to like or connected to nature, it's kind of something similar to that in terms of like the general. I don't say plot. The plot's not going to be like that, but story kind of mechanism for generating the crisis that the world the game takes place in is facing. One of them, anyway. The natural crisis. There will be other like players will get kind of caught up in a war potentially, depending on their choices between their country and another one. And other things like that add a little more flavor to the story. But in general, it's about a group that goes around searching for a reason for why like nature's become out of balance. And they find that there's this kind of, I don't want to say cosmic horror, it's not really that kind of thing, but this kind of ancient not really a race, or not really a breed of monster, but this kind of ancient creature that's been not so much revived as recultivated by a certain individual that's trying to not really destroy the world, but trying to unbalance it so that he can do something with the energy that unbalance causes. That's generally basically where the story is going at this point. It's like the super non-spoilery version of it. Anyway. Well, I guess it's kind of spoilery in a bit, but in a way. But the least spoilery I can make it. But yeah, so it's going to be RPG, typical RPG kind of mechanics in it. There will be some other more interesting kind of things like weapon leveling. You'll be able to like change classes on the fly, combine classes together to make new ones. There's going to be this whole kind of quest system where choices you make will actually impact how the story unfolds. Like I was saying, based on your choices, you may end up in a war with another country, and you'll have to like deal with that and the ramifications of that throughout the rest of the game. Kind of interesting stuff like that. Okay, horse splint to keep a let's see. This version of the game has been in development for, I want to say, not completely through the entire 3 years, but about 3 years. I originally started working on this game, though, back in 2004 in RPG Maker 2000. And it was something entirely different than this, though kind of based in the same sort of idea. Then RPG Maker XP came out, and I moved everything to that and started changing how it was going to be going. It's more accurate. That version is more close to this one in terms of like the story and whatnot. But this is like another evolution of it. So I've been working on it for quite a while, and as I tend to do with things that I'm working on that have like a narrative story kind of thing built into them, I tend to obsess over it and change it a lot until I get something that looks more like what I'm initially envisioned. Yeah. Not sure how long it'll take to finish it. What I'm hoping to do is get the first chapter, well, I guess the prologue technically, finished, and then have that kind of released as like an alpha, and then get feedback from that and figure out exactly where I need to go from there in terms of where to shift the story to and from, based on that feedback. A fractured but set bone. No, a fractured but a fractured bone in place, I guess. General description for a throwaway quest item. Crest item, yes. We are making toothpaste items in this game. It's going to be a... Do I really not have... Or wait. Our item types are hard-coded, aren't they? Or are they? They are, okay. So it has to be like, I need to figure out how to add new ones. Figure out what JS file that's created in and add like a quest item category. Because it's not a key item, but it's not a regular item either. Okay. For now, we'll just leave it as a key item. Scope, none. Consumable, no. You can't sell it. Never. Can't use it, can't sell it, does nothing. Okay. Damage none, that's fine. Apply. What says 59. Okay. So, Polonish, we need you to check for this item. What would that be on? Actually, that's a conditional branch. Based on this. Okay, so if the party has it, then Polnish will say something. Okay, thanks, you are a lifesaver. Probably should be one word. Well, I think the lifesaver one word is like the name of the candy. Take this. What was it? 200 gold? I said 200 G. Okay. Let's grab both of these. Bring them up here. 200. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just decrease it by. Oh no, wait. You'll give the 600 to the. Okay, so now it's going to be increased by 200. Do I also do something when we complete a quest? I don't think I do. Obtained, you received a quest, complete, add. What page was that on? Was it 4 or 5? I think it was 5. Yeah, okay, no, we don't do it. Just that you're, okay, so we just complete it and we don't care about any kind of audio cues for that. So let me grab this. Copy it up here. Okay. Ah, come on. Can you not, oh, there we go. Okay. So, this becomes 10 on all these. Oh, let's complete all objectives. Which one is that? Need to look up that command. Quest journal. You can use text codes to give the appearance icon. Percentage format will allow you to display how many completed quests there are. Oh, okay. So failed, then the percent sign. The percent sign is a number of failed quests. I wonder if it's related to this, or if it's, maybe it's like a, must be a thing that looks for the completed or failed and then puts that in all quests. It's like if you wanted to tell the player how many quests they had completed out of the total number of quests, you could use that. Interesting. It's kind of like a spoiler, though, because then they know, they can roughly know how many quests there are. Short types. Symbol text. I want to find how we complete all the objectives. Well, actually, technically, it would just be one objective, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be all of them. True. Actually, that is what I want to do. Objective 2. It would be 2. Show rewards, claim them all. Even though they're already shown, we don't really need to do that part of it. Claim just updates the coloring of it, I think, to show that you've gotten them in the menu. Now, what we need to do is to go to here, turn this off, and then turn the completed one on. Technically, I probably wouldn't need to do this, but I should be doing it, just so there's no weird, funky stuff that might happen if we have these switches that are on that we don't really need to be on. May cause weird problems when, like, loading up a map, reloading a map or something, reloading a save file. Because a lot, these are saved in the save file, but the, like, for example, let's say that at some point I turn this off, and I turn off completed for some reason. Any instance of this particular NPC would default to this instead of something else that might be in there, because this would be on if there was nothing after it that also was turned on. Put on off, it's fine. Else, grab this. Yeah, fix that. What should this text be? Hey, moron, go get me my thing. I told you to get. No. Should be something that, like, is like an encouraging thing to get the player to actually do it. Might be a typo there, might not be. Okay, then all this can we just get rid of. Okay, then we need a new page. Copy, paste. Complete is on. So if complete is on, we're going to just have him be... We'll still have him be here, we'll just have him, say... something like... Ah, come on. Oops. Something like that, I guess. Okay. And let me copy this, paste it after this, and then if it's on complete, be the same thing. It's like this one, for example, now. Let's say for whatever reason, this gets turned off, but this doesn't get turned off. This thing would not be moving around even though the quest was complete, which would be kind of a... It wouldn't be like immersion breaking, it would be like this little thing, but it's still an inconsistency that does need to be there. That was overlooked. You can see that a lot in AAA games a lot of the time. Certain things that the developers were obviously trying to do, they did them, then changed something somewhere and forgot to go back and change it at this one point again. So whatever they change it to later. They're not really big things. Sometimes they're big things. Like for example, perfect example is Advent Children from FF7. They put the gun on the wrong arm on Barret. I think in Advent Children it's on his left arm instead of his right arm. And nobody caught it. At least I think so. I seem to recall that being a thing. That's an example of like an extreme case of WTFness, though. Most of the time it isn't that kind of a big thing. It's like maybe something's in a place that's not in later on that should be either was moved to by accident or was supposed to be removed. Like for example in the remake, if you look at in Sector 5, you look up, there's this one sun lamp that's just kind of hanging in the middle of the air, where obviously they had moved a section of the plate over, a plate section over on top of it when they were first building it as like a stand-in for the destroyed part of it, and they never removed it once they actually put in the finalized version of the destroyed Sector 6 plate. It's a perfect example of that kind of a thing. Okay, so that's that quest done. No, it's not done. That's 80% of it done. We need to go to the item shop now. Which one are you? You are this one. So I'm just going to do a new event page. And we're going to set the thing to start. And need to get the name real quick. Whoops, not that one. Lynn, that's her name. Did I call the horse Lynn? You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for the express purpose of suggesting that Polonish named the horse after her for some reason, and the player can figure out why. So text. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay. So we'll do change gold, decrease by 600. Actually, first let's do this, just because I need to be thinking about this stuff now. What if the player goes out and spends all the money that Polonish gives them, and doesn't have the amount of gold that they need? We need a We need a branch for that. Gold is greater than or equal to 600. Do an else branch. Alright, so now if it is greater than or equal to, change gold, decrease by 600. Then we'll get the item, change items to this, increase by 1. We'll play the ME for that. It's going to be, no, the SE, which is going to be item 1. And then need a plugin command. So get set the quest, set quest, or quest set. Shit, I gotta look it up now. Have not used it quite enough to have it memorized. Not that one. Quest the number, complete objectives and the number of the objective. Okay. And I think we might need to show the objective too. Objective number 2 once we finish. We should anyway. Yeah, 2 is hidden, so we'll need to show it. There's no searching in this, is there? Let's do this. Oh, there it is right there. Show objective. And it's probably quest the number, show objective, then the number of the objective. Yeah, quest number, show objective Y. So, go back to the item shop. Plugin command, quest 10, show objective 2. Normalize. Really? Either complete or fail. Okay, so basically in progress. So maybe you have a quest objective become failed, but then the player doesn't necessarily know, but finds out somehow that they can continue. Like, let's say, like they are supposed to prevent a robbery or something and of an item, and they fail it. Later on, they see the NPC that stole it, and they fight him and get the item back. That would or get the item, see them and like are told or find out they can actually get the item back from them. They fight them or catch them or something. So then the quest becomes normalized again, becomes unfailed, and then they can complete it if they want to. Interesting. It's a nice addition. So, objective 2, objective 1, not 2. Okay, else, again, something like that. I'll come back and clean that up a little bit later. So go in here, we get it, come back, and go to Polonish, and then we're done with the quest. So, let's say I want to test this out. So we go out, we come back. It's the end of the day. Come back to the house. I think we'll have like the same scene of him eating rice for now. It's like a placeholder. I can find some other tile set things for like for food. So all this can still be true. Let me see. It's like a specific event when we open this. Now just transfer the player. So this is when we come in initially. Again, this is just to show the player this is their house. Beginning. Entered house. What we need to do then is copy this and paste it and have no switch on it. And nothing like this either. For every other time that the player wants to go into their house. Supply. Now, come in. This is on the first time we come in. Switch D, flashback, house scene. Now I want generally to have the same thing here, so I'm going to copy this over to here. I'm going to change this though to day 2 or day 1 end. So, okay. Oh wow, we got to change the face. There's one more that I didn't do. That would have caused a crash. He's making all kinds of noise. Doing all kinds of stuff. Weird. The actual, this is my second one. The first one I had the drive bay for the first drive. So in an NAS, it's basically like a server where you have what's called a backplane that has SATA connectors on it that you hook drives into. So when you slot them in to the drive bay, they just kind of go in and snap into place. And they just automatically connect into a board that has the connectors on it instead of using like a cable like in traditional PC. And apparently that backplane, the section of the backplane for the first drive bay failed. So I got a replacement out, and this one's kind of doing its thing. What am I looking for? Party. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I don't have to make any other changes. Yes, I do, actually. Not to that one, though. Gonna update the timing on this probably a little bit. And then fade out the screen, change it to day 2. So we'll need to go to self-switch, week 1, okay. Then, and that should actually be a parallel. Flashback main entrance. Oh, that's okay, it's old. I can get rid of that page. So these are actually auto runs. Then house scene on, get rid of that. Instead of that, I'm going to say Fort Gosselin. And we'll actually create a quest for that too. Eventually. So we'll do a new page for when there's no switches active. Actually, not that one. Should be over here. Should be the first page. That way other events can unfold. I'm gonna have such a frigging nightmare going back through and kind of cleaning all this up. What I plan to do is that every block of like 100 switches will be for a particular scene or a particular chapter, and then I have to go back through and kind of reorder them so they're in the proper order that they need to be in. Which means I pretty much have to change every single switch on every single NPC and an event in this game at some point. So I guess for now this will be Quest 1. So prologue, MQ1, start. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Hell on a stick. We have problems. We have major problems here. Okay, that one. I need to check all these two to make sure we don't have to change anything for them. In terms of the text, like spilling over to the edge of the window. Most of these should be fine. I think I saw one wasn't fine. No, I guess it's fine. Never mind. This one may not be, though. This one probably won't be fine. No, I guess it's fine too, okay. Never mind. You have received a quest. Opening done on, and then switch start on. Okay. This has to be that one, I guess. Do any of you need to be changed? I don't think so. These are all like stock NPC stuff here, so shouldn't need to be changed. Yeah, no, we're good. Those ones are fine. Just felt that was going to be majorly screwed up. Okay, so the quest is on. Let's go back to Claire real quick. Wrong one. So copy, paste, delete. Okay. So we're going to do, before we transfer, I'm going to turn that switch off. Well, yeah. So we'll just do the complete, well, we'll turn it off and do the complete on. PMQ1 restore complete. So if that's still on the right number. Whoops. Then we need to complete the quest. So command quest 1. Pretty sure it's 1. Let's complete all objectives, I believe. Yeah. And then quest set completed, then the number. Okay. Then we'll transfer. Instead of using that one, we'll use this one to start it. No. That's back in mind. I was like, this isn't the right place to do it, and it wasn't. Let's do it after we get back in there. Entered house first. I don't think we need that. Okay. Well, I can do that later. I want to put an extra scene in here that if you haven't cleaned this up from earlier in that day, that he comes in, then cleans it up, then does more rice, eats it in the plates there, and then clean it up again. So once it's done, he comes back over here, sleeps. We go to a fade out, and then switch to this on. Let's do a fade in. Maybe like a 2-second wait. That's too corny. What can we do that's not corny? What tropey RPG line can we use that's not corny? I'll probably be sitting here till the end of time thinking of that question. So we're just going to go full corny niche mode and do it. And to make sure that the player can actually move, so we need to jump him off the bed. Out of the bed, whatever. Need a move route, which is there. Player. So I'm going to have him jump to the right. So jump X2, X1. And have him land and face to the right. Okay. And the player can leave. So at this point now, player comes out and we are on to scene 2. So what I need to do is new events. Actually, we'll do a copy and a paste. This one will be switched on based on this. And then this will go to the scene 2 Claria. Or no. No, it is, God, it is the same Claria. Different day and same scene. Never mind. Getting ahead of myself here. Delete that. Okay, now, day 2. So for the most part, NPCs will still say the same stuff, even though it's a different day. Some will change, though. Since general, that's after so these two we don't need right now. That's after the end of day 1. Need to just do a copy paste. Cancel. Yes. Thankfully those things don't get saved instantly. Okay, delete, copy, paste. Day 2. Very corny, crappy writing here, but for now they'll do. Okay. So he'll change his stuff. Marleva, what do we got for you? So, Eva message. Oh, okay, yeah. This is like way later now. This whole stuff doesn't even need to be in here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to copy him. I'm going to stick him up here for now. And we're going to change this guy to be something else. It's a good day. Whoops. I want to keep that. What I want to delete is the page. So I'm going to keep that there because he's not out at night. I do want to copy it though. Actually, not that one. Delete this one. Copy this one. Switch his day 2. You know what? No. He's just going to say what he says. Which is this. So this guy's already set up for day 2. This guy won't change, so that's fine. Eva, what about you? Yeah, this is where I was like, you go in the house, come back out, and you get set right on that quest. So Eva, you as well. You're gonna go join Marleva on the roof up here, and we're gonna change you. We don't even need this first page, actually. Either. This is all for the Crodwell quest, which does not happen until much later. Yeah, delete those two. That's all she'll say. The inn will be... No, it's an inn and a bar, so that stays open. I was thinking of closing it during the morning, but... this guy's only out at night. I actually want to create a new one here. So once again, I'm gonna like hide them, take the sprites off of them later. For now, I just want to take this and say door's locked. Transparent bottom. Okay, so we got these quests we can do. Then you don't want to do them, or once you're done with them, come out to here, and you enter here. So I think on these, how did this... So I think the best way to do this is to have it transition here to the cutscene. So yeah, change these up. So we'll need to do a copy and paste. Then if it's day 2, do a fade. We won't actually do a thing to the training grounds. Instead, we'll do a. Actually, no, we still do need to do that, don't we? Cancel. Shit. Actually, we can just do this. Actually, we shouldn't even do it here. If we're always going to the training grounds, then it should be a parallel. I thought I had something with these guys where it did a actual event when he first came in. No, that's fine, I guess not. Should allow the players to explore a little bit. Force them to, actually, to figure out where to go if they don't know. Now for this one, though, so switch this one. It's going to be a parallel. Doesn't really matter. So we're just going to do a movement route. On player, I'm just going to move them up. Well, let me set the... I want to make the speed a little less. Cancel. Say slower. And then... move up 4. We'll do move up 2. That way. Now let's do 4. We'll do 4. And then let me move these guys out of the way. That way, no matter what you pick, you'll go up 4 spaces. Get stuck on these guys. So once it's done. Actually, we'll do a wait. Oh, it is set to wait. Okay, good. Once it's done, we'll do a fade. Screen out. Transfer player to floor 1. Facing up. And then let me do a self switch before that. Actually, that won't retain when we come back, or will it? Self switches retain when you leave a map. I think they reset. I believe they reset. Oh, okay, no. It stays on even if you leave the map. Okay. But it only applies to that particular map, for that particular NPC. So yes, I'll switch A. And new event page. Just so that doesn't get turned on again when we come back. Alright, and that goes to floor 1, so we're going to end up over here. So turn this on. Another parallel. Another set move routes. So I think it was like here we put them. Let's move through like forward like 3 times. Then cell switch. And then a transfer. In this case, we're just going to go right to I think this one. So new page, it's day 2, do nothing. So we need another new page. Day 2, we're just going to do a wait. Actually, what we'll do is do a move on Herschel. I'm going to have him be like down here, and we'll just have him like walk across and then walk back or something. I mean, walk across a little bit, then turn up, then walk over and like turn down, something just to kind of indicate that he's talking and lecturing and whatnot. So set the speed to 4, then script move right 3. Then we'll have him turn up, so turn up. Then move left 1, and then turn down. Then I'll have the screen fade. We'll do a switch. So I think it's prologue. I'll just CL week 1 D2. So we'll do CL week 1 D2 lecture end. Now, if we are on week 2, day 1, take the sprite off. Or day 2, not day 1. Take that off. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, so normally this one will be none and below the player. This one on day 2 be support. Okay, so fades out again. Transfer to there. Apply, okay. So now, this is on. It's parallel. Grab this real quick. It stays there. Oh, there was an auto run, okay. This is what I'm looking for. S2, filter event 1. I'm going to change this to that'll be parallel. Okay. Down here, on this one, we will turn that on. That one could also be better, though. Let's make this, like, redoable. Where's the, so TD one end. So let's say T evening, or actually pre-evening. On, or not on, I just need to say that. So what'll happen is that we can turn this on at any point to turn the time of day to evening here, instead of having to do multiple things like this. Get rid of that. So we do this, cell switches on, and then it just switches over to this. Then we can, it's a self-switch though, isn't it? That's true. So we could turn this on and turn this off. Don't know if this would work or not. If condition branch. So this is off. Set cell switch A to off. Which means then technically it should go back to this. Then we do that cell switch A comes back on, and this is still on, and theoretically it shouldn't then do anything. The question is, does this create an overhead because it's always going to be running this in the background? That's my only concern about that. Unless we just say this. Turn this off, and then turn this one off as well. Let's turn them both off. That way this doesn't get triggered, and then this will get triggered once. I think that might be the better way to do it. Shouldn't need to set day. So we come out of here. Day 2 end. Control switch. Turn that on. I think before that we should have Felto say something. Good for that. So, Felto, whoops. Felto. Actually, by that thinking too, what it should do is same thing with everything else. Have it be like a state that we can change between easily instead of having to do multiple triggers every time we want to change it. So if we go back to here, for example, I sort of follow DC Neos. So, pre-evening, which is fine. Well, no, because now this won't be on. Okay. This is what happens. So this isn't going to be on now, technically. However, because this will not always be in a state of going to evening. We'll be in the day or morning at some points. This one, I think this one might have to have the whole thing because of that. Yeah, this is my first game that I'm making in RPG Maker. It isn't technically. I've been working on this game since RPG Maker 2000 was a thing, so I'm working on it for a while. But yeah, once I finish it, it will be the first game I've made with RPG Maker. I know what I have to do with this. I don't want to do it. But I have to. I have to make this thing a mess. Because you can't deal with all the states. Unless I make another switch that signifies this without it signifying this. So maybe one way to get around this is to say, it's this one, no, it's the other one. Is to say pre-evening is on, fine. This one specifically to do this whole loop thing here, but we have another one that we turn on. This might be the least messy way to do it. I could be entirely wrong. We call this one Yeah, this thing went from RPG Maker 2000 to XP, then I started to remake it in VX and stopped because VX was, I don't know what about VX it was, but it was like super annoying to me. And then MV came out and I was like, hey, JavaScript, let's do it. And here we are. Yeah, them switching to JavaScript for the whole plugin thing was the best decision they ever made, was doing that, because it opened up so much, what's the word? It added so much potential to RPG Maker. You don't have to learn this convoluted sort of language called Ruby that's really hard to understand sometimes. Straight JavaScript. And it's kind of easy to use once you know the language. Ruby, even once you know it, is kind of like pulling your hair out trying to figure out some stuff. Like, for example, this is literally like the first... let me just close all this. So the way that I'm structuring this is that I'm putting, like, since different stages in the game, different things will happen. Instead of taking a map and, like, putting in all the events for all the events that can happen in that particular location, I'm copying the map and putting it in the chapter so that I can separate out the events. So instead of having, like, an NPC that has 10 pages of events that might happen throughout the entire course of the game, the one version of the map will have, like, the first couple pages. Another version of the map might have one or two more pages, and then so on until all the events would take place. I feel it would be cleaner that way in terms of structuring the NPCs, not having all these pages to worry about. At the same time, then you get all these maps everywhere. I'm nowhere close to finished. Let's put it that way. Right now I'm still working on the prologue. The prologue is going to be probably about 6 to 7 hours of the game. Maybe. I might be overestimating, but I think that might be about what it would be. Including all the side quests that players can do and the grinding they might have to do for dealing with some of the enemies. Overall, I'm going to try and see if I can't make this game be like a 100-hour game. If you, like, do everything in the game that you can do. Just because there's going to be so much potential in terms of, like, the systems I'm putting in. I have a plugin that I'm going to be putting into this game. I've already made it, but I haven't put it into the game yet. That allows you to take weapons, level them up through battle, and then you can refine them using the experience that the weapons have, plus some gold. Then once they get to their maximum level of refinement, you can... maximum level that they get, you can refine them into more powerful weapons of the same version. And then at some point, if you want to, you can synthesize those weapons with other ones to make entirely new weapons that have a combined a combination of all their traits and stats. And you can just constantly improve weapons that way. So, like, you could take, like, yeah, I'll show you what it is. It's kind of hard to explain. At the moment, there aren't any, like, really kind of crazy things in it. It's just taking the existing trait system and applying it to weapons in a way that's, like, instanced. Let's see. Where would you be at? You would be at plugins. There we go. I think this is the latest version of it. Yeah, I think this will work. Hey Reinhard. Thanks for the follow. Holy hell. The music, it's loud. Okay. Let me go grab... do I need to... Gotta remember how this works. Okay, I do have them equipped. Let me go grab some experience on them. This is the demo for the plugin. Okay, talk to this guy. You can also fight these guys to get experience and gold and whatnot, but that guy gives you a bunch of everything. If you want to just skate through. Alright, so I'm gonna go and take off Herald's a weapon real quick. Equip. Okay, so we have a weapon here. This is simulating having fought like a bunch of monsters, or like a couple strong ones. So this is the experience that we just gained from killing, talking with that one NPC in the other map. There's also durability. That's turned on by default. When this gets to 0, your weapons will do 25% of their normal damage, and you'll have to come back here to have them repaired. You can turn it off entirely though if you want to. Same thing with the refinement system. So you come in here, we go to level up. You can see what the traits this weapon has right now. So it has 10 attack and a chance to blind 50%. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's kind of sort of similar to what this is. It's a really interesting idea, though. So you can level it up, takes gold and experience. It can take items too. I don't have the item part of it turned on, though. So when we level it up, we'll get 1 to the level. We'll get +2 attack and I think CNT is counter, so you get a 0.10% chance to actually do a counter with a weapon. And then we get 5 more durability. And you keep doing this, and eventually you'll max out the level, or the weapons levels. Get some more counter on that. You can see the stats keep on going up. Eventually we get to level 20. And at this point you can't level up anymore, but you can refine it. What refining does is it increases everything, including the traits. So we get a 1% increase to blind, and then you can level it up again. Once you have 2 weapons that are of the same refinement, you can then synthesize them together and get all the traits. Or right now it's all the traits. Eventually it might be just part of the traits, like a percentage of the traits to the next weapon. Then you power it up, and that becomes a new weapon. Then you go through the same process again, and eventually you can just like keep powering up your weapons that way. So like, for example, let me unequip this axe here. We'll do the same thing. We'll level it up. As you can see now, this one gained the bleeding trait at 1 level. The way I have it set up is that weapons will gain traits as they level up, too, in some cases. So now we can refine this to level refinement to 1. Actually, it might need to be the same weapon. Actually, it might need to be another sword. I might have that still in here at the moment. Somebody else have a sword on. Let's see. I can go grab another sword. Okay. Should be a regular sword in this. Yeah, there we go. Let me go fight / talk to this guy real quick. Alright. Flip Herald, clear. Thanks. See ya, DC. Narrows. So we got the sword here. The new one. Down here. We'll level it up real quick. Refine it. And... oh, it has to be maxed to level. Right. I've not done this in a while. Okay. Now we can synthesize. We'd have another weapon that's of the same level and state, though. Grab this. We'll level this one up. Now we can go... Whoops. Now we can go outside of the menu. Now. Grab the sword, go to synthesize. We have now the other sword that we have. And we can combine them. So we'll get an 8% increase to blindness. Another 0.18% to counter 5 attack power. The refinement level goes up, and at this point you can't level it up anymore. Once you synthesize a weapon, it can only be improved through more synthesization. If that's even a word. So you have to get another... You have to level up another weapon. Refine it 2 times. So actually you have to level up twice to level 20. Refine it each time, level it up again to level 20. Then you could combine it with this weapon and create a refinement plus 3 weapon through synthesization. Eventually you'll be able to do it with any kind of weapon, not just the same kind, and there'll be like a naming function so you can like give it a unique name. And you can do all kinds of things. Like for example, there'll be a weapon in the game that has a like an EXP buff on it, and you can use that to like synthesize into some other weapons. Or maybe like an item. Maybe there'll be item synthesization for like an extreme amount of cost. Or then figuring out where exactly this is all going to. It's just like the basic framework of it though, of the plugin. Yes, awesome. We have a crash. I knew there was one in here somewhere, and that's it right there. Now this whole thing took a while to figure out though, because I had to figure out how to, 1, do instance weapons in this engine. 2, figure out how to actually save them in the save data, then read them from the save data, and then how to have all the shops and whatnot be able to use, be able to sell, allow you to sell the weapons that are instance-based without doing any kind of, having any crashes and whatnot. Actually kind of a nightmare. This actually changes a lot of stuff for what it does. But yeah, so that's kind of the advanced weapon plugin that I have that I'm going to put into my game. And it's actually also on RPG Maker Web. I think it's the name of the website. It's in the it's there if you want to go and like download and mess around with the demo. I'm not sure which version it is. It might be this version. If it is, then there is that bug from synthesizing weapons. Synthesization. Let's see. Don't try to say that 5 times fast. I'm just going to save this. There we go. Yeah, I haven't figured out about that yet, about how to like balance them. It wouldn't be like you'd... I mean, technically, potentially you could make a weapon that could have like all the stats on them and have them like instantly apply them. But I think what I would do is, in my actual game, I would severely reduce the amount of trait percentage that they actually have. So like, let me... I closed it already. Yeah, well, let me reopen it. What happened? Did I just switch over to a new... No, I think I minimized everything else. So all this stuff is set up through the weapon tag, the note tag in the weapons. So it's kind of easy to set up. The note tag is kind of crazy. So let me just grab this, throw it into text pad so it can be seen. So this is the weapon, the note tag for the weapon. Advanced weapon level system. So every max level here, your default durability, the actual amount of damage that you'll do once you reach 0 durability. So you can actually set like what you want to have it for. So in this case, we're doing 20% damage of the total damage once it reaches 0 durability. The amount of EXP, this is the EXP formula that you gain for the EXP gain on the weapons. Or no, this is the cost for the XP. This is the formula for the gold cost of it. And then you have these here, which are the parameters, and then their increases per level. So in this case, this is 2. Parameter 2, I think, is attack. So at each of these levels, so there's 20 of these for each level of that the weapon can have, there can be an increase in it. Same thing with counter. And then we have the trait codes down here. So in this case, 13 is The level, no. Level, trait codes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to look up what all this stuff is. Wait, what weapon did I choose? This isn't sword, is it? It is sword. So, do I have that Excel file? Or did I not finish it? It's going to be in project materials. Let me do this. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's actually going to be on my NAS. Weapon hierarchy, but does this have my stuff in it? No, it doesn't, so I didn't actually get around to doing it. Anyway, so, can't really tell you what these correspond to at the moment, but it's the type of trait, I think. So I think this is a status trait, and then these represent the IDs for them, and these are the amounts for the traits. And again, there's those for every 20 levels. Then you have the durability increase per level, refinement bonus rate. So I believe this increases the cost per refinement a certain amount. The XP multiplier, so the amount of experience that the weapon gains in battle. And then the synthesis refine requirement. So certain weapons might have a higher refinement number, refinement I don't know, number required before you can synthesize it. So like this one's a refinement level 1. Another weapon might have like refinement level 4 or 3 or something, like let's say Excalibur. Yeah, so Excalibur, you have to have 3 refines on it before you can synthesize it into another weapon. So it's a way to kind of balance it a little bit, but yeah, I think going through I would like change some of these values to be a little bit less. Excalibur's kind of crazy. You can also look at the plugin information. I'm going to put it in there. Yeah, so Excalibur increases your health, I believe is 0, and attack power. Also increases 7 and 9. That's actually E parameter. Yeah, let me see if it's in my plugin description. Yeah, this is all the stuff I had to change for this freaking thing. All these functions and other stock kind of classes and whatnot. It's a really insane kind of thing to work on. Fun, though. Parameters. I'll not mention what the actual stuff is. Yeah, trait codes. Attribute. This attribute is 1 of 3, blah, blah, blah. This one defines what kind of trait. Yeah, so 13 is a status trait. The trait ID is the actual status to apply to it, and then the value is the actual amount to apply. So like the chance that the weapon has to cause the status. Yeah, battle XP is transferred. So yes, well, nice typo there. I have to go into the actual thing, don't I? File. So yeah, that's this plugin in a nutshell. You can turn all this stuff off. You can either refine and synthesis off if you want to. Turn them on. Turn durability off. Some other optional things like showing only non-zero stats. So normally what would happen if this was off, it would show every stat in the game for the weapon, even if there was no increase to it, or if it was a 0 for that stat. This helps you just to declutter the window a bit. You can enable extended parameters if you want to. If you have this off, then the eparam tag is ignored. Repair and durability system, turn on or off. So yeah, there's like a lot of stuff you can do with this, and I have ideas for where to take it after this. But that'll be for future development. So, the prologue, we were dealing with the realities of having to try and do stated times of day. So I think what I want to do is I just want to try what I have so far. From the beginning of the game till the end of the end of the training on the second day. I want to see if that all works the way it should. So let me save this. And we'll go ahead and run this. I think I need to set a start point out here, though. Whoops, not that one. I think that'll work. I have no clue how I had this set up before. So I've changed a lot of things about it. I have the sound turned completely off. I know I don't. Never mind. Turn some things down a little further. Awesome. Image PNG could not load. Party 1 PNG. That was interesting. Let me run that again. The hell? Is that not in the game folder? It's possible. So, cannot load characters party 1. Oh, the sprite. Party 1. That would be on the settings. Should all be right. Did I miss something in here? Party 0, 0, 0. Let's see, images, characters, party 1. I have party, but not party 1. Why does it say party 1? Do I have an event somewhere? This is auto run, which is fine. Let me do this for now, so we can get through this. Oops. I think it was not lowercase. We'll find out. Joys of making all kinds of changes and then finding what's broken. There we go. Oh. Duh. Derp. Of course. Okay. I'm gonna move the player start to there. There we go. That was the derpiest thing ever. Oh wow. everything closed. So let me see, I'm gonna reopen all the chats. YouTube, you are here. Twitch, you are over here. No clue what happened. Okay, there we go. So, new game. I'm not sure whether I'm going to leave the encounter meter visible or not. I think I'm not turning it off and using it only for like debugging. And it's kind of interesting. It was an interesting idea to say like show the player how close they are to a battle, but I'm not sure it fits so much in with what I want to do now. In terms of like trying to keep the clutter on the screen minimized. So let's make sure that quest came in correctly. Quest return home. Okay. There actually won't really be any encounters at the beginning anyway. Well, let's put it this way, you have to do a lot of roaming around. We'll have to. I'm gonna set the encounter rate to like 120 steps. Or I'm going to make the enemies really weak and not give you that much experience. One of the two. I forgot I actually had this side view battler thing going on. Guys are so tanky. What the hell? Oh yeah, this guy's really tanky because of the leveling system. This guy's like a level 2 or 3 ghost, right? Level 3 ghost, yeah. So one thing I have in this game also is a enemy leveling system, so that enemies can be stronger or weaker at random based on your character level. So as you're going through the game, and you come back, like let's say you go through the prologue in chapter 1, you come back in chapter 2, you'll still have the same enemies, ghosts and whatnot, but they'll be leveled up to whatever your level is, or based on what your level is, to a maximum level. I think these guys go to max level 20. Just a way to kind of make sure that the difficulty is still there as you're playing through the game. These guys, however, are way too tanky. And I'm like dying. Do I have any? I don't have any way to heal. I did critical and no damage, and I missed. Oh hell! I forgot I gave him heal, and that was a full heal. Oh my god! Okay, run for your life, Felto. Oh god, I'm dead. Yes, awesome. Yeah, we got some balancing issues here. Let me just go ahead and do that now. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I don't want that. Killed by a ghost. The first battle in my own game. Okay, let's just blow through this. Much better. Alright. And one of the other things I also have in is a Yen5 plugin that allows you to use regions to define areas where there are no encounters at. So, at certain places where there are guards, protecting entrances to locations, there'll be like an area of like a demilitarized zone around them where there won't be any battles. So you're like safe to wander around down in here. And that's how this old guy can come down here without getting murdered by a ghost. Okay. So we're gonna get to see if the actual continuity of all the flashback stuff still works. After all the changes I made on a previous stream. Okay. Hey, there's no thing here. Nice. Should be a check mark hovering over this. Well, that's interesting. Claria. So no switches on. Oh, did I not turn this on? I didn't turn this on, did I? That's what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Oh no, yeah, did PMQ1 quest on. Never mind. So this is turned on. Thing done. Okay, so if you're on, which you are, why aren't you showing us the icon? See, well, there's a way to check switches. It's full screen. What are you? Oh, good. That's the restart. That's not what I wanted to do. It's good to know. Instead of pushing every button on my keyboard, let me search for it. RPGMMV. I thought that'd be an easy thing to look up, but I guess not. Okay, do not hit F5. Oh, here we go. It's F9. If anybody was wondering. So, opening done. Yeah, it's on. Definitely on. PQM1 start. So, that's interesting. I wonder if that plugin is turned off. Yep, still on. Interesting. I wonder if it only works on character NPCs, character sprites, and not on just any kind of sprite. That'll be my next guess. Let me save this, so I don't have to do that again. Oh, don't throw a crash. Damn it. That one, I believe. Actually, that one I have no clue about either. System, Felto. That was nice. I popped the delete key off my keyboard. Luckily, they're meant to do that. It's more like it with this Corsair keyboard. Buttons come off easily. Sometimes too easily, though. Okay, so why... Maybe we need to just put him as number 1 here. Let me just reassign all these. Something got stuck somewhere. You know what? It might actually be... It could be a old save, too. Could be an old save. I think that's probably more likely, actually. Let's see, my game, save files. Well, save files, rest in peace. You're going away. It probably was an old save file. Now that I think about it. Okay. Ha. Okay. Actually, wait, let me check that plugin real quick. So I just have this one off. I need to figure out how to get the battle points. So what this system is it's a system that allows you to apply essentially attribute points that you get per level to a character. It's based off of some random dudes, and God, who was the other? It was also an XP script that I had. Can't recall the name of who made it though. But I based this one off of some random dudes and off of hers. Kind of combined the two together. But I haven't figured out how to get the Super Tools engine component out of here. Either I need to update the Super Tools engine because SRD's engine throws errors in this version of MV for some reason. So now that the event indicators is on, does it need to be? Well, let's continue and see if it shows up on the NPCs themselves. And then we'll know. I could have sworn that it was down there, though, at one point. It did show up. Okay. Oh, crap. I was running my ass off. Okay, 2 bats, though. They're both level 1. Oof. Much easier to deal with. No, I gotta work on those ghosts. They're a little bit too powerful. The XP is good though. It shouldn't be that much. Okay. So coming to town. Can we actually see them up there? Yep, yeah, it's like randomly sitting up there. That's fine, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's throwing out errors. That's why. Well, at least it's not crashing and things are actually still working. Actually, no, I think once you get to a point, it's going to just hang here because it's trying to load the text and can't. Yeah. Shite. Alright, so there's one thing I forgot to fix, and definitely, yep, boom. crap. There are probably all kinds of events where this is also the case. I haven't tested through the whole thing from start to wherever it ends at the moment, which is technically it's that one part in the second day now. And I copied all this over to the other tab. I have to fix all that stuff too. Or I could just recopy it over, I guess. Remake those changes to it that I made. Right. Oh, this is party 0. I did change it. I just didn't fix it over here. Well, let me, just for the sake of checking, was this one? Okay, there's nothing for Felto in that one. And nothing there, okay. I think we're good now. At least for the time being. Okay. Awesome, the encounter meter is broken now. No clue what did to it. I think probably the bar length got too long. No, I should be able to save. Yeah, that was definitely the problem. An old save file. That's interesting though. So the portraits and things that are used in the save files are literally hard baked into the save files? That seems like a huge issue. Why would they do that? You change something like where the portraits are at, and you get this problem. That sounds like a huge problem. Okay, here we go. The obligatory nonning of rice. Okay, so far it's working so good. Okay, I'm afraid so far so good. It's working. This is how this scene normally happens now. It usually starts with like a thing and then fades in and you're already here. No one has seen that version of the flashback yet. So it wasn't working properly to get to that point. I think all this should be working now. Except for maybe the very end. We'll have to see. I thought that I fixed it, but maybe I haven't. I'm supposed to transition back to... the house. Not sure how loud the game sound is on stream. I think I turned it a little bit too low. That sprite pops in up there. There was an issue I was having with one of these guys causing a crash because the event wasn't getting removed, so I need to go in and take the sprite out, so it just seems to be erased. Also should be a bit where Lenord jumps over here and comes over to where these guys are. And then they'll actually push this woman into him and they'll go backward, and that's when they'll be escaping. Still some stuff to add into this scene. In terms of dialogue, that's pretty much done. There'll be a couple of these flashbacks throughout the game. Not too many, though. They're not really too important. They just kind of set up the... They're kind of expositional. They set up the backstory of Felto a bit. And introduce some of the other characters. Like Rigel and Lenord are optional recruitable party members later on in the game. And then we get to this. This huge, long, just automated cutscene. Took a while to figure this out. I still have to fix a couple things on it, though. At some point, they stop walking in. I think some of the guards get cleaved off the back. These two, I think, down here, get cleaved off the back of this because it gets stuck on the wall. Figuring this out was pretty fun, though. Going through and having to do all the timing for the dialogue changes. You can put certain characters in to actually automate the progression of the text. The thing that was really not fun, though, was having to go through and count all the tiles to figure out how many tiles to go until you had to move up to deal with this wall. There'll be other NPCs that'll be traveling this road eventually, and they'll have to move out of the way of those. Might make the road a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, to facilitate that. And eventually there'll be like this random tree up here, and this is like a... I put it there as like a point to tell me when they should stop. Because then Rigel says something, and then Lenord turns around and like walks over to him and like confronts him about it. Confronts him directly about it. That's when all the movement goes off the rails at that point. Shortly after that's when some of the stuff stops working. Yeah, there's that random tree. It's either just before or at it. I'm not sure which. Okay, at it. A little bit more lore building there. Talking about the Wargmat. Yeah, right there. It cleaved off the back. Just start loitering around, just doing whatever. And this isn't timed up either. They're supposed to be at the end of the road by this point, and they're talking to the guards that are guarding the entrance to Trian. Yeah, they're supposed to like be right about in here somewhere by this point when that started up. Cool. It does work. Now, do I get out of the bed or do I get stuck in the bed? No! Stuck. And it's just repeating and repeating and repeating. Okay, well, we got to this point, so that's good. Problem is we have to go back through all that again. You can't... I haven't put any way to skip scenes yet. Actually could be pretty useful for debugging, too. Something to add to the list of things to work on next time, I guess. I'm not going to do that now. So, when we come back to the house, after the cutscene is over... alright, we need to do a jump. So, jump to the right. Turn right. Sure, it's turning right. Then I need to do a self switch so we don't have this going off all the time. New page. Self switch A, and it'll just be action below. Okay. So actually what I can do, actually that wouldn't be too big of a thing to do, I think, actually. Put in a way to skip the road scene. First of all, we need a choice. Skip scene. No. Rather, let's do it this way. Show text, nothing, window, transparent. Let's say center or middle. I'll make like a plugin that you can have turned on or off through the options menu to allow this to show up for certain scenes if you want to skip them. It's probably the best way to do it. So skip scene, whoops. Skip scene question mark. Not that. Now we show the choices, yes, no. If yes, then So if yes, we just do nothing. If no, then we have the whole thing going through there. Otherwise, we fade out, and then we have that, and we go to the flashback. Okay. Let's see how that works. I'm just going to do it for that to start with. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to... Crap. I wanted to continue. I need to put a load option in there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, timing this could be a bit better. Shouldn't be quite this long of a wait. Or at the very least, something should be going on. Shouldn't just be still. Should have him like doing a walking animation or something. Okay. I think this you can sequence break if you go too fast in the text. Because if you just like blow through the text before they're up there, I think it's possible to have Rigel come down and like block them. Alright, let's see if this works. Aha, it did. Cool. Nice. That'll help me debugging things tremendously. My movement speed is still really slow though. Crap. Need to reset that. So this should be day 2 now. So if I go up, or no, we're still day 1. Duh. Let me see. Let me make a note of that. What else do we need to do? Add skip choice to okay. So as we slow run through this, okay, let's see if this still works. Of course not. Of course not, because it is running on something that didn't get set. So it's auto run. Yeah, it should be an auto run. Oh. Well, let's still switch A though. That shouldn't be on. Oh. Okay, that's why. CID named on. Oh, to show their actual names. And some other little kind of quality of life things I put into this one to show certain NPC dialogue. Names only when the dialogue is shown. Or show their names only when you know their names. Put it that way. Yeah, it's not really necessary to have it though. We don't turn anything on that needs to be on. Basically, it's just you walk in and the guy's talking to you as a new recruit, telling you where you need to go and what you should do. So we don't actually need them to do that though, which is good. Okay. God, I'm still walking so slow. Try to go in without talking. You actually lose points for doing that, I think. Like 1 or 2 points. So as you're going through this first part of the game, you'll be getting points based on your actions that you take and choices you make. Even like, for example, talking to NPCs twice. Like this guy, you have to talk to him twice. Or you're supposed to, I guess. Check in and then you talk to him again for him to tell you what to do. And if you don't do that though, you don't get any, you don't get some points, or you might lose points. Or rather, no, if you talk to him a second time, you lose points because you didn't pay attention and you talk to him again. Or listening to what he said. You talk to Herschel, you get some points, and depending on where you sit on certain days when you actually come here yourself, you'll get or lose points. At the end of the whole thing, the points that you get in this will determine your stipend you get from the Felgarin guard force. You'll get it at the beginning of every chapter, so it'll be like a set amount of gold. You'll be able to increase it or even decrease it based on your actions throughout the game. Actually, I think I have to talk to him first. This guy has to get discharged. No, this is broken too. Great. Well, that's surprising. Did change a bunch of things. So, question is it broken in a way that if I make a save, we're not going to be able to continue? Or is it just slightly broken? Let me, I'm going to save scum and make a new save file, just in case. So I'm pretty sure we'll have to reload. Floor 2. So, chair selected on. Recruit points minus 10. So if you talk to him a second time, you lose. If you talk to him 3 times, you lose 8 points. If you talk to him a second time, you get 1 point. I think if you talk to Herschel twice, you get points. Well, you're supposed to. I didn't put him in yet. And then based on where you sit. So what is going on with that? Chair selected. It said car selected. And once it's true, it erases. What's supposed to happen though is you touch it, and then this is supposed to happen automatically. But it didn't. Okay, so if you don't talk to him at all, you lose 12 points. You can talk to Herschel. So why didn't you work? What's going on? 9. Yeah, chair selected is on. We talked to him, so that's on. Checked in is on. So something with this then that's wrong. Oh. Because this should be the last page. Or the first one, not the last one. So it's overwriting everything else because it's the last page. The way this thing works, the event editor works, is that the last page is the page that will be the first considered when the game goes into it to look at what to do. So if you got a blank page with no switches at all as the first one, nothing's going to work. This has to be the last page, so that when everything else fails, it fails into this. So let me copy this and delete it. Paste. Copy. Paste, and then delete. Now that's already on. Well, let's see. Maybe we can make this work still by getting onto a chair, saving it here. Then when we load the game, what I'm hoping is that it'll just start automatically. No such luck. Okay. So we gotta go back to that. So while we're there, let me reset the move speed to normal. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, it worked. Never mind. That was weird. Well, that should be a G, not a no. United Nation of Gulls. Okay. Also making sure all the text is not running over and is correctly done, that there's a name for all of them and things are correct. So I haven't gone all the way back through this since I fixed everything from the last time. So far everything looks pretty good. This just kind of is some text kind of describing the different branches of the guard force and what they do and what they are about and how to get into them and all that kind of stuff. It's all world building, basically. Most RPGs have to be very front-heavy, front-loaded with exposition and world building, so that the player gets invested and kind of gets a feel for the world the game is in. That's why I love JRPGs tend to feel really slow at the start of them, because you're just reading text or listening to text being thrown at you, dialogue being thrown at you. Some handle it better than others. Mine's going to be kind of a little bit more heavy-handed than probably it should be. Part of why the frigging prologue to the game is going to be so long. 7 hours long. A lot of not so much like actual tutorial, as more of kind of just explaining the world a bit. And of course that's broken. I don't know if I ever actually got that working. What's supposed to happen is that. Okay. Yeah, I never got that to work. They're supposed to all file out, come up here, and then while you're sitting down here, up here somewhere around the top of the screen, they're supposed to just kind of start disappearing like the other NPCs do from the mine. So now we're going to waddle back to... Actually, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to get out here, I'm going to save. And then I'm going to close this, alter my NPC that I have in here, and have it reset me to normal speed. Did she say anything else? No. Okay, I need to do that. Okay. Oh yeah, we're stuck. Is it because it's a parallel process? Auto run. At least the lighting changed. Oh, there's a wait command, that's why. That shouldn't stop the player from moving, though. No, we're definitely stuck here on something. Alright, well, two things to fix. So... turn that off. Now, when we come out of here, what's going on? So we have this, which should be turned off. And then we have this, which is changing the day. It's parallel, yeah. Self-control A on. So, turn off the self-control. Oh, because, well, that shouldn't matter if we turn this off before this, because this still has to process the entire event before this can like be recalled. However, if that's not the case, then that could be why. Kind of have like an infinite loop going on there. Put this down here instead. Oh, we're turning it off though, it shouldn't matter. Well, we're turning this off first. And this is a parallel, so it might have caused a problem. We'll see if that fixes it or not. I don't think it's going to fix it. I think it's something else. I'm going to go through all this again. All the text is fine though, so I'm just going to blow through it. guys will vanish. Okay, so the mouse click is an automatic run. Good to know. Okay, I'm gonna save here so we don't have to go through all that again. Now. No, we're still stuck. Interesting, interesting. There's no event there that we're getting stuck on, so it's gotta be like 2 different events causing problems. These are parallel, but this shouldn't be on yet. And it's a parallel anyway, so it shouldn't cause a problem. The only thing that would is if you have an auto run going with a parallel. Let me just do this. For the sake of debugging, we'll add another condition to that. So that shouldn't fire this time. This time that one should be completely non-functional. Okay, it's definitely not that. Let's see, what do we got? So DH week 2 done. Pre-EV is turned on, which it should be. Yes, see, week 1 day 2 is off. Those other ones are off. MP1 complete is on. So it should be. So what are we doing to get stuck there? So this thing, this thing is, yeah, so this, maybe it is, maybe it's this, because auto run, that's it. This is definitely it. Because since this didn't fire before, it didn't get set to self-switch A. So that means that it's trying to run and the auto run is conflicting with the parallel. That's what it is. That is what it is. So we'll have to just do this for the moment to disable that. Now that I know what it is, we can turn these back on. Okay. Let's see if the problem's solved. Should be. Yeah, there we go. Talk to myself. Alright, there we go. Now we're back to normal. I also need to make sure that the flag gets set on faster, so I'm going to probably change the wait timer on that. Trees are right in the way. It's kind of weird. It did not switch to evening. Oh, I haven't actually fixed that yet. Crap. True, very true. So that one that I didn't give a name to it for, was it 144? I think it was. I did not give this one a name. Yeah, 144. So we'll do that. And that'll trigger this. And then we'll 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 trigger T, or rather prologue, so P, SC1, training done, day 1, or day 1 training done. So that'll do this bit. Now let me change this 2 down to probably 156. Let's do 150. What is this one? Oh, it's the one turn on the system. Okay, that should work now. I should have saved. Okay, wait a little bit. I think that flag should be set now. Should be good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's going to evening. And it should transition to night. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Eventually the lights will flip on. Cool. It's working too. In some ways, Kireth is meant to be the player. Cool, nothing happened. Let's see. So day 1 and 2, that is on. So that's supposed to be the trigger for what happens. Something didn't work. Probably the ordering of the pages. Self switch A. So we come in here, T1, TD1 end 2, which is on. So self switch A is not on though. Unless it is. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. It is definitely on. Change this to B. Or rather, we can leave this as A. But we need to do this. Should work this time. No, of course the didn't get set to night though. There we go. I need to fix that too. Figure out how that was supposed to work. Of course, that's not working either. That's fine though. Can figure out what to do with that. As long as it still processes like it's supposed to. Okay, so... Really? Oh, there was no, right. Oh god. Oh god. So I could turn this off and then would default back to this. So let's do that. I think that'd be easier than doing another friggin' thing. So let's go to here. So technically we're not even on the day anymore, so that's fine. Turn this off. That needs to be longer. Like 200 seconds. So we need to play I think it'd be an Emmy, like the N Emmy or something. Yeah. And while we're faded out, I want to have the player, I want Felto to jump forward one. So let me add in a thing here. Oh, I see what happened. That's what happened. So I'm going to go -1, -1. So I'm going to jump one up, one this way, and one up. So he's up in the bed there. Oh, let me also do a face down. Okay, then we do that, does that, jumps out, and then this should turn off and not run again. Need to actually make that be timed, I think. Now that I know how to do that, instead of having it rely on the player actually timing the text movement correctly. Need to do that with the mine scene in the flashback too, so the player can't sequence break it and get stuck. Okay, now this should work. Cool, there we go. Now let's see if this thing, if the plugin's messed up or if it's actually working. This guy up here should have a gigantic question mark over his head. Let's guard the quest icon system is working. And damn it, it's not. So there's something wrong with the plugin. Yeah, definitely something wrong with the plugin. Alright, I forgot I did that too. I need to wait till I leave and come back before it gets removed. Or have him actually walk off the screen. That might be a better choice. Have him walk off the screen. Alright. Let's go see if these quests work. First of all, let's go and look, see if they're in the... So completed 1, available, side quests 2. Got this problem with the text going over the edge. Nothing to do with that. Spooks must go. Kill 5 ghosts, kill 5 bats. It's actually kind of a little bit slow on loading text. Let's see if I set these up correctly. I think I did, pretty sure I did. And now I gotta wait, gotta do a bunch of running around. So I changed the encounter rate. Now I should save in case I run into a ghost. Level 3 ghosts are a pain. How much gold do I have? None. Dumpy ghosts. Crap, there's one here. What level are you? Level 3. Okay, I think we'll take the bats out first, and then we'll see what happens. The bats are easy. This ghost is going to be a pain now. So he can full heal himself. Need to get my TP built up. I have both of them on, both TP and MP. It just makes more sense that physical skills would be not MP, as opposed to having everything be MP. That's a little too bad. I also need to figure out how I can make enemies more likely to use heal when there's a party member on their side that's low on health. I don't think you can really do that from the traditional built-in ways of dealing with these guys. The battle system. I'm so dead. Maybe. Damn, there's a critical in there. I can only hope that he misses, or that he heals. No, he killed me. No, I shouldn't say I hope he heals, because then that means... let's fix these guys right now. They are way too powerful. The enemy level plugin just buffs them up way the hell too much. So 50 attack, magic defense. Oh wow, maximum level's 50. No. No buenas to infinity. Alright, so 50 health, 75 health. Attack is 5, 4, defense 4. I think the defense needs to go down to 2. So this heal skill, what is it based off of? Magic attack. 200 plus magic attack. I'm going to lower this. Let's go 85 plus magic attack. Should be like a basic level 1 healing magic. Shouldn't do 200. He'll be able to heal 200 HP. So we'll modify that a bit. Magic defense, not 12, but maybe 5. Agility 7. We'll put luck down to 4. Apply. Okay. Should be more manageable now. Should. Keyword there. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, the encounter meter is broken again. Perfect. I need to figure out what breaks it. It might just be reloading or something, I don't really know. So I'm thinking about not actually having it be on in the release version of the game, just have it be a debug tool. Okay. Yay, 2 ghosts. 1 in a level 2. Alright. Okay, that's much better. Much better. They're not destroying me now, and I can destroy them a little more easily. Oh, that's much better. No TP. And they're not a pushover, so they can do some damage, but not insane damage like before, not 17 damage. Okay, so I should have 2 now. Oh no, I won't, because I didn't set up the variable to show this like I did with the Basilisk one. So I need to kill 3 more, so I'll be able to figure it out. But the Basilisk quest actually have it set up so that the quest details have how many you've killed out of the 25 you have to kill, which I'm going to be reducing. It's a little too extreme. And now the counter meter works. 2 bats. Alright. Oh hell, wow. That thing just critted the hell out of me. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and escape. And I'm running this way, and we're gonna go buy some potions. Holy hell. That thing critted the holy damn out of me. How much gold do I actually have? 23. I can't buy anything with that. Oh wait, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I have an NPC of myself down here that gives me some stuff to be able to use this. I just added party members too. Crap. Nah, screw it. I don't really care. This isn't meant to be like a playthrough of the game. Just testing and debugging things, so having them in the party won't do anything bad, I don't think. I did not even have enough to stay here. Only had 21 gold. You don't say anything yet, do you? No. Well, I got 3 party members now, so... Did I also give myself levels? They're at level 20, okay. Yeah, then those bats are not going to be able to do jack to these guys. Nor the ghosts, actually. Okay. So I need to do 2 ghosts, no, 3 ghosts and 5 bats. So I ran from those. So they almost killed me. No TP, of course. What the hell? Magic pixel health. That was nice. I think that was Kireth that did no damage. Oh no, wait. These guys are leveled up based on my party levels. These guys are like huge levels right now. So Felto can do jack to these. So that was 1 and 2. So I need 2 ghosts and 3 bats. And 14. Felto, you're gonna guard even though if they hit you, you're dead. So let me do a full dash. Felto just got nuked. Alright, so we got all the... I think it just popped up. No, that was only 4. Need 1 more. Once we get them, we should get a message saying that we've completed a quest. So if we get another, like a 2 ghost and a 1 bat, that should do it for both of them. Oh, 2 bats and 1 ghost. I didn't see anything pop up. theoretically now I should be able to go back and he should be there. However, I don't think it's working. Oh, no, yeah, it is. SQ2 complete. So it is work. It did work. I didn't see the message, though, in the battle. So I might have missed one of the troop configurations. Okay, he is here. Okay. Killed the bats. Excellent. And he vanishes again. Need to fix that, too. So that did work. Okay. Just need to do some cleaning up here and there and fixing a few things. So we need another ghost. We need one more. Oh, we got yes. Triple attack. No TP. Oh, there it is, yeah, okay, it did work. I think it probably showed up before and I just blazed through it thinking it was some other thing. Okay. So the quests seem to work, which is good, he's back. Killed the ghost, excellent, here's the other half of the reward. And he's gone. So that part works. Let's check the Polonish quest. Okay, he's up here now, and there's that one horse just kind of not doing anything. Oh, wow. The speed is low. Actually, it's probably the pitch. Pitch will control. The pitch controls the speed. It's kind of interesting. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Doesn't work. So, now, Lynn, what is your problem? Oh, did I not start it? Did I not start it? Did I not do that? I did not. Oh, yes, there it is. So it is on. Oh, what about the trigger, though? Is it action, or is it set to something else? And the height of it. Ah, below. All these little things you gotta be aware of. Oh, hell. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Well, we'll need to go in and add some more stuff there to spruce it up a bit. You know, notify the player they lost. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. This horse is going free. Well, unless your horse has escaped. And then did do the end quest thing. Which, actually, it shouldn't do that, should it? Let's go check the quest information. Oh wow, it actually didn't give me the quest. Nice. And we have a syntax error. Perfect. Well, there's some other things for me to look into and figure out what the hell's going on with. Let's see. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for today, though. What is it? 3.5 hours. Wow. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. So for the most part, stuff is working. Actually, wait. I'm going to go check. I do want to check one more thing out, which is the other stuff that's supposed to happen. The whole cutscene aspect of it. Really quick, though, I want to see if I can... Yeah, it's not even showing up here. There's something definitely wrong with it. With the definition, quest definition. I don't think I'll figure that out. So now if we come over here and we go up to the thing, it should throw us into that cutscene. Or not. Because I didn't fade in. I didn't fade the screen back in. Of course. Where is that? Down here. I also want to put a wait in once we do fade it in. It's like a short 20 frame wait. And then that fades you out automatically, I think. Actually, you might not even need to. I think I did it because we actually didn't go to the door. This one we may not need to fade it out. So we do it automatically. I think the rest will work as intended. That part works though, which is good. Wasn't absolutely sure it would work, but it does. Okay. All those guys are not there. And Herschel's not doing anything. I think I can turn them on and off from here too. So should be based on day 2, right? Which is on. This one actually works, so we do know that it is on. There's a problem with the... Shouldn't be anything else in the way of it, because it's the last page. So it's the first one that gets examined. And this is on. Parallel below characters. That's all fine. I'll have to check out what's going on with it. This is definitely getting turned on because the sprite is there, but the parallel is not running. Alright, yeah. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks to DC Neos and Reinhard Aesthetic for following. And appreciate it if you'd follow to the Twitch channel or subscribe on YouTube. Tomorrow we'll be doing some more Final Fantasy VII Remake hard mode. Where are we at now? We're in the sewers. That's right. We're just at the just before the Abzu fight. So we'll do that tomorrow. Wednesday will be more Blue Shift, Half-Life Blue Shift. That's part of the Half-Life Legacy. No stream on Thursday. Friday more FF7R. Saturday will be Persona 5, and then we'll do Monday again this next week. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.